Someone told me this recently at a party. Fascinating fact. See what you think of it, Carl. He told me that apparently, if you've got time on your hands, you can put your fist inside someone else's arse, and then you can work your hand very slowly up through the person's body. It takes about 2 hours, apparently, and eventually, it's what he told me, you can touch that person's heart.
Right.
Right, and it's like the most intimate thing you could ever do with someone else.
That's bollocks.
That's what he said. That's what
How could you
said.
touch their heart? One, the alimentary canal is about 30 foot long, so you'd have to either have 30, you have to be Mr. Tickle, right? Or you'd have to be rolling up the alimentary canal as you go, like a stocking on a pole, right? And then when you get up there, how can you touch the heart? You'd have to rip through the esophagus, which would kill them. Okay, if the arm going all the way up their alimentary canal the wrong way didn't kill them.
I like the idea of someone saying that to a loved one. All right, love. Love, little surprise for you. The kids are at your mother's.
Yeah.
I've put the phones off the hook.
They're out for 2 hours.
They better be out for 4 because I'm going to need to get it back out again.
Yeah. Where's the Marge?
It's like, imagine the doorbell goes. You got a sign for a package.
Who told you that at a party? A psychopath.
I don't know. And then he was convinced it was true because he went online to try and even when we were at a party, he found a computer and he started typing in fist, heart stuff. And I said, you better delete that in case the person whose computer finds
fist,
that.
Heart.
Fist, heart.
Also, if the aim is to touch the heart, right, go via the mouth, it's shorter. Let's pop it down the mouth. Yeah. Kyle, thoughts?
I mean, there's getting to know people. I mean, do you know how people say, oh, you shouldn't use a toilet with the door open and all that because it ruins
What, the mystique?
knowing too much and everything, but that, for me, where do you go from there?
Yeah.
But you know me, I mean, I've got nothing against gays and that, but
No.
they puzzle me to this day. There's still things that happen when I go, what is all that about?
Like what?
I went to, what's the name? Harley Street. I went for a checkup. And like a medical. Posh, you know Harley Street, it's like it's the top doctors, isn't it? I've never been before. All posh buildings and that. Went up to the counter. I said, here, see the doctor. They said, name, give us 10 minutes, go and wait in the waiting room. Dead posh waiting room. Dead fancy. Big leather furniture and that.
Yep.
Loads of magazines. I mean, like a newsagent's. In the middle of the room on a table. Loads of them. So I'm looking through, and there's the top quality ones, your Esquire, GQ, Classy, Yacht Weekly, all that. Country Life. Boys.
Boys?
There's one there, yeah. Boys. What's that? Right, lifted up like the one on top of it, and it's like Boys with a Z. Two fellas stood there, looking sort of Italian looking.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Remember Brother Beyond? That sort of look.
Right.
Yeah.
Sort of greasy hair.
It's a cracking reference there.
Dungarees on.
No shirt though.
No shirt, just dungarees sort of unbuttoned, hanging down a little bit.
Sure.
So no one else is about. I'm never going to buy a magazine like that.
You're going to tell us you looked through a magazine?
I had a little look, just because I thought, like I say, it's one
You're
chance.
always looking to learn, aren't you? You're always looking to learn.
Yeah.
Always open, there might have been something in there that I go, right, I get it now, I understand why they like doing that or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
So she said I was going to, 10-minute wait, I can have a quick flick through. Picked it up, had a look. Still none the wiser.
Why?
Well, what did you see when you opened it up?
Just loads of, like I've said to you before about, I don't know why they like looking at knobs when they've got one of their own.
Right.
There's no surprises there, you're not going to go, oh,
Sure, yeah.
Nice. Lots of that.
Yeah, they can't get to it, can they? They can't get to their own.
Who can't?
Well, if they want a little chew, a little nosh, they can't get to their own, can they? They break their back.
But they can't get to this, fellas, in the magazine. It's only a picture, they're just looking at it, they might as well look at their own. That's what I mean. Yeah, just have a look at it. They just stood there, they're not up to anything, they were just sort of stood there. Some had like car oil on the face. There was one sat on a, dunno, just like a mechanic type thing. Car oil on the face and like rubbed on the chest and that.
Sure.
Not about.
Yeah.
There was someone sat on like a one of them square things of hay.
Oh yeah.
Sat there, like sort of sat on it, straddling it.
Yeah. That must have been uncomfortable.
Again, knob out.
Yeah, just looking like it's normal.
That's crazy. No farmer walks around like that.
What was the other one? There was motorbike. They always like them.
Yeah.
And I'm going through and then like the content is all puns.
Right.
It's all it's a couple of weeks ago. I should have wrote some down. Everything was to do with knob.
Right.
That's the only bit they're interested in the male body.
Look at this bloke spreading this huge throbbing thing. The bike's not bad either.
Yeah, all that.
Yeah.
Loads of them. It was just all cock. Just 100%. Like let's just talk about the knob.
That's a good name for a gay magazine.
100% cock.
100% cock.
Did it not at any moment sort of maybe slightly unnerve you that the doctor might come in and see you reading boys?
No, because I wasn't.
What about if I walked through? Because I remember once when you were in hospital about to have a tube going down your knob and you were sitting in your pants with stockings on and I walked through and you were horrified. So what if I'd have walked in then and went,
I
what are you doing?
would have just said, look at this. Look at this, it's free.
And I said, why did you bring that with you?
No, I would have just said, look, does it look like I brought it with me? Look at this.
Yes, it does. Because you would never see a gay magazine in a doctor's waiting room. So I think you bought that and pretended that it was there.
That's the thing. I was amazed by that because there was no there was no Mayfair or anything. They just catered for if you wanted a bit of knob action. It was really, I could have complained. So if you're going to have this, where's a bit of the other?
Yeah.
You had a bit of this, where's a bit of the other?
I know one of the things that they had, and I thought, they're really struggling with ideas. They had a Sukoko.
As in Sudoku?
Yeah.
Sukoko.
Surely Sudico is better.
No, because it was like Sukoko.
Yeah, but it's dick as well.
Subdico.
Yeah.
What, and it was still a Sudoku style puzzle, but it just had that name.
Yeah, it's just everything.
It was just Sudoku, but called Coco. That's amazing. That is amazing.
Now, if I was gay, do you know, like
let's have a game of Lubo. Let's have a game of Knobopoly.
Noberation.
Noberation. Let's have a game of chess. Cock. Let's have a game of fuckaroo.
Well, that works for either sex.
Yeah, that's true.
That's how we spend our Christmases.
Then, fuck a poo.
Oh god. Oh god. Human intimacy is a very strange thing because kissing is a bizarre thing, isn't it, really? I mean, I don't know what the evolutionary origin of kissing is. You know what I mean? It's quite a sort of strange...
It's like anything, though, isn't it?
It's a strange thing.
It's because if you start reading about all the weird stuff that goes on, like people who have it away with dead bodies and that, it's because you've planted the seed in your head. And you start going, oh, I'll give that a go. Like food. You either want an olive or you don't. Some people will go, I'll try it. Some will go, they're not for me.
Do you want an olive? No, but you can shove your hand up my arse so far to touch me up. You haven't got any olives. I have got some olives, but if you are fed up with olives, I've got an arse here going begging, and 30 foot along the animated canal is a little heart I'd like you to touch.
But the thing is, if you give that a go and you enjoy it, then you want to do it again.
Right.
And you've created
do not
stuff.
try and do that. Do not try and stick your hand so far at someone's arse you can touch their heart. There is no point to it. It is a myth that it could happen. You would end up murdering someone.
It's a sorry state of affairs where you've got to put that message out there.
yeah. But that's it, isn't it? That's the other thing, isn't it? That you don't hear of animal fetishes and animal phobias. You know, you don't get a lion who's a little bit nervous of antelope. I don't like antelope meat. And yet you have people here who are all those weird things of people who can only have sex with a pavement. Which is a good thing to, you'll never be lonely unless someone suddenly drops you on a desert island and you go, I'll never see a pavement again. What do you think of that? Those people that just think,
Well, they're just idiots, aren't they?
There are some weird...
You've got some clever ones, you've got a lot of divs. There's more divs on the world than better ones.
Wow, that's a brave sentence to say.
Yeah, he's right though. He's right. As gobbledygook as that was, he's absolutely right. I think Carl isn't a div. I think he's a better one, but doesn't know it. I think it's strange because I think that he's got all the other evolution of the human being, but he doesn't know which side his bread's buttered. He doesn't realise he's cleverer than he is. The number of times I find a theory that he said in gobbledygook, but it's true. I think that I think he's been dealt a bad hand in the brain department. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thoughts, Carl?
Well, your brain's in 2 bits, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I wonder if one half is really good, the other half's messing it up.
Yeah.
That's how I feel sometimes.
That could be the case.
Yeah. Well, it is split into 2. Yeah, and they are responsible for different things.
Yeah.
It's like these sort of families where there's a kind of really bright kid and then a sort of wayward child who just gets into drugs and stuff. It's sort of like that up there.
Yeah.
In your head.
Because you have quite sort of out there nebulous thoughts, and you've got a lot of common sense, haven't you?
And just having that other sense of like, this is dodgy.
What spider sense?
Just that sense where you just go, I don't know why, but something's telling me we shouldn't be here. And you go, alright, let's go.
I didn't think that. I knew he'd hate it, and that's why I did it.
Couldn't stand it. There's no broadening of the mind going on. I don't know what you mean by that. What do you mean by that? What does that saying mean?
What do you think it means?
Well, just, I don't know, I was expecting a bit of mind broadening.
I summed it up!
I had an injection to sort of protect me from dirty chimps. Learn English, all pulled together. Anyway, what was my point? Pyramids. Whoa, hang on a minute. Let's just call them the pyramids. Let's have a look how great they are.
Yeah!
I mean, in a few words, your gut reaction.
Yeah,
Your
gut reaction isn't wise, because it still hasn't settled since all these places. I don't think that's going to have a clue.
Right.
So they can build the Great Wall, they can do a massive big wall, but they can't be arsed putting MDF doors on. Doesn't make sense. But again, that's just China for you. I saw this fat worm. He's like, why would he have made that? At what point? He did all this in 7 days, they say. When did he do? That's at the end. I reckon that's in the afternoon of the 7th day when he's going, I can't be arsed with this. Let's just make a little bit of a blob with a head on it. I mean, really weird looking stuff that you go, I don't know what it's doing in the world. In the end, they ate one.
Oh, God!
How old are you?
Oh, well, I'm 72.
Right, well, you
I'm
don't
23.
Oh, to be quite honest, I thought he'd be a bit more virile. Even though he's 23, his penis is actually 102. Why did he have that put on? Why did he have it put on?
Is this any use? I don't know what this is.
It reminds you of the globe.
That's where we got the idea from, wasn't it? To send him around the world.
Well, China. It's the greyest place I've ever seen. I don't know why anyone would go, oh, that's look at the grey there, let's see it in HD, it's even greyer. How grey? I don't understand. China, dreadful.
That's China! That's summed up! No, nothing wants your penis.
You'd be surprised. Honestly, there's some weird stuff out there. Do you know these fish in the Amazon that go up your knob? Now everyone's saying to me, you've seen the Amazon? That's amazing. Well, how come the stuff that lives in it doesn't want to live in it? They'd rather live in my knob than live in the river. So you're telling me that I'm meant to be lucky? That's what I'm saying. Nowhere's safe. I think his family will be there going, what's he brought last time? He brought some great presents and fags and some spuds. What's he got now? He'd go, there's nothing. I've got your fridge magnet. There's nothing. I didn't bring anything back. I very rarely brought anything back as a little memento.
Did you bring Suzanne, your girlfriend, back anything from these trips?
Yeah, I got her like a turtle like you blow into its arse and it makes a tune, but she hasn't played with that.
Oh, God! That's amazing! That's amazing! Oh, fuck me. You are the strangest man on the planet.
You haven't been to China.
Thank you. Good night.
Chicken. Why is it orange in Chinatown? Just the slightest thing. The chicken is orange. They eat anything. You know what I mean? Octopus. Toad.
He just made that one up.
No, their alphabet's not like ours. Theirs are like like someone testing out a biro. Everything's... There's no logic to anything that they do. Everything that we've done, they've gone, right, we're going to do it weirder. That's how it comes across.
I'll just give Suzanne some
No,
flowers.
because she'd be going, oh, aye, what's been going on? If I built her that, she'd be going, what's been going on? Are they the oldest thing on the world? It's like a pylon to them, that. You get sick of it.
It's accessible by an 11-hour trek through the mountains.
Well, that's not accessible, is it?
That's true.
Delivery drivers moan at me, just because I'm on a second floor. So if you're up there, they're going to have a right whinge on trying to get to. The conceit of this bore-achingly dull series. You must get a twinge and go, oh. I always get emails from people going, are you coming out next week? I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know.
What are you talking like that for, Carl? How's Suzanne?
I'm not with her anymore. Sorry. If you're not happy looking a knob in the face, there's something wrong. You should be comfortable with it. Just there you go.
It's a good rule of thumb. So...
Some bollocks on a stick. What are you doing? And you go, he's got a head like elephant. Elephant Baba, three down. So it's convenient. I learned that babies in China, a lot of them have square heads.
Right, go on.
We're going to kill this kid if you don't give us the 5 million.
How can
We're
you call
getting
him a
sick
kid?
of him.
Why? What's he doing?
He's just shouting Congress tart. Give him the money. Give us the money.
Okay.
I wouldn't have got him to call you, actually. There's no way. There's no way. It's an idea.
I'm out.
So to be a Hell's Angel, you've got to shit in your pants.
Your mum giving you...
So shit in your pants and keep them on for a week. So, yeah, my dad said me Auntie Nora could have joined then. But,
one of my first disappointments with football, I was 10 years old, okay, and one of the teachers was in charge of the football team, my junior school, and I went down to Tutty's. It was a shop in Reading with my mum. So it's white socks, black shorts, white shirt. Knocked on his door. I said, I've got my kit. He went with the trials yesterday. You've missed it. That was it for a year. Right? Next year, when the trials, got the trials, okay? He was going, everyone, I want to give it 100%, right? Really try hard, really try hard. He's watching people play, right? I made sure that every time I ran by him, I was out of breath. Like, really, every time I ran by him, he's sort of looking at me, I think, yeah, right. Came to it, he said, the team is this, I'm left out, right? He went past me, and he went, you've clearly got asthma.
So you didn't make that team either?
Yeah, and I didn't, and I vowed that day, never try hard at anything.
Yeah, well, you've certainly kept that up.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on that, Carl?
Do you play sport at school?
a little bit, but it was never taken seriously at school anyway. It was, I think the PE teacher was a geography teacher as well. So it's like, you know, what does he know? It was all that. Basically, he put some tracksuit pants on that were always too tight for him. Could see everything.
What were you looking at?
Because you couldn't help it. It was in the days when clothing was tight as it is, and then it was like lycra tracky bottoms.
Oh, right.
And everyone used to say, look at the state of that. But
like you're stealing sausages from
it was ridiculous.
Londis.
Ridiculous. So he didn't know what he was doing anyway. If anything, it was dangerous, because he didn't know what was the capability of a 10-year-old kid's body. Right. He put you through loads of stuff.
Right.
He didn't like me anyway because I wasn't that good. If you're not that good, teachers don't like you.
I thought you'd be pretty good.
I wasn't interested. That's the thing. I did relay and I got done for swearing. Got whacked on the arse with a baton.
Hold on, why were you swearing in relay? When did that come into it? When did you need to swear in relay? You're running round, how did they know
because
you were
the lads
swearing?
wouldn't slow down, so I couldn't pass it on. So I sort of said, "Fucking slow down," and he heard me, and then went mental at me. But yeah, so it was never. I mean, Darren Campbell, the athlete, I've told you, I don't know that I was involved in his his training.
No. Didn't know about this.
Yeah, Darren Campbell, I think he won a gold medal.
Didn't he used to push you around in a bath or something?
Oh, it's not last of the summer wine. It was in my go-kart.
Right.
And it was a motorised go-kart, and you had to like pick it up at the back, run with it at speed, and then drop the wheels down, and the engine kicked in.
But hold on though, that means you always needed 2 people to get you going on a go-kart.
No, one. He did it.
Well, where were you?
Sat in it.
Well, then you did need 2 then to get it going.
What are you on about? I was sat in it.
Yeah.
He picks it up, runs with it,
Yeah.
drops it down, wheels start, engine starts, off I go.
But what would you have done without him?
Well, I couldn't have done it.
So you do need 2 people then for this motor
Well,
race
one
to go.
person. I'm sat in it.
Yeah, but counting you, it's 2 people needed.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Jesus
But what's so bad about that?
Well, how can you have a play with yourself then? And you go-kart.
Sorry, this was part of his official Olympic training.
No, but I just feel like that was part of his early training,
Right.
which is the important bit in any, job or.
Well, no, we
walking
should
life.
explain. People don't know. He was the bloke who used to push the bobsleigh in the Winter Olympics, wasn't he, for the England team?
No, he was a runner.
Well, how is that part of his training then? Pushing a fucking go-kart?
What was he doing?
Because it's running.
But he's running about a yard.
No, sometimes more than that, quite a lot. And it's just, God, what do you want? It's Darren Campbell pushing me go-kart.
Yeah, but you seem to be taking half the credit for his gold medal. All you've done is sat on your arse, you lazy twat.
I just kind of think he was at the age where it's important. He could have made a decision not to go into it at that point, and I think he was never keen to get in the go-kart.
Yeah.
He was always keen to push it, and I used to let him. Now, if I said, no, I don't want you pushing me go-kart, who knows? I'm just saying I was there at the start.
Doing nothing. Providing nothing.
Sitting on your arse.
Sitting around.
Well,
letting someone else
all right,
do it.
what athletes have you helped?
Well, I didn't know this was let's do a podcast about athletes we've helped.
You've not helped him, Carl.
I'd have come prepared.
I bet if he ever did a book, an autobiography, he'd go, the early years, Darren Campbell.
Now, I want to know if he has done an autobiography, because we're going to be looking this up.
I remember the training
I'm making a note of that
In
for
all
the next
weather.
time we do anything.
round at Pilkington's,
Darren Campbell.
pushing a go-kart.
Pushing. Bald.
You weren't bald then, were you?
No,
Had lovely little
Orangey.
hair of a
No.
Chinaman.
Didn't have
Orangey
very good hair.
twat. In. Crap. Cheap.
wasn't.
Go-kart.
120 quid it was. You know how many paper rounds that is?
What I like when you're watching football on the television is if it goes to a close-up of a footballer, it's just kick the ball out, missed the goal, it's gone for a free kick or whatever. If you stay on any footballer for more than 10 seconds, they will either swear or gob.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's a fact.
Oh, yeah. I've never needed to gob that much.
It's
I don't
we-
care how knackered I am, I'm never gobbing like that.
It's weird though. The other week, I just sat in the garden, slavering, just to see if it would ever run out. And it's amazing. I don't know where it all comes from.
What is the
That's
strangest?
extraordinary.
That's amazing.
Just to see if it would run
So
out.
now he's got to the point in his life where, as a hobby or a pastime, or just to count down the minutes before he dies,
Yeah.
he sat in the garden
Creating sputum.
slavering to see if he'd ever run out. I mean, that's amazing.
Where's it all
Carl.
come from?
Well, you create it, don't you?
But from what? I'm always getting done for not drinking enough water.
Salivary glands.
But it's amazing. Honestly, I just sat like that with my head forward and just let it drip.
Wow.
Me!
So Suzanne
That
comes
is
into the garden
like
and all
an
she sees is her
lobotomy patient.
boyfriend sat like something from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's
Yeah,
Nest.
like someone had been
dribbling.
battered around their head with a cricket bat.
No, she was reading
Did
something.
you
She
answer
was sat
back to
there.
a dictator? Yeah. What did he do? Battered me.
But
You
I-
got a trench up your arse as well. Yeah, that makes me slather.
No, just sat there.
What a fucking
That's
mom.
extraordinary.
What a div you are.
And I just had my head there and it continuously... I think I got bored of it before it stopped.
Oh God! I have never heard anything like this. Oh God! I need a second opinion.
Wanker.
It's unbelievable. He just sat there with his head down, slavering, letting it just.
That's extraordinary.
You weren't even sort of like gobbing. You would just
No, just
let
letting it sort of drop.
So
You've got nothing else going on in your life, but you've got time to do this.
So your brain wasn't even engaged.
How long were you there for?
I tell you what, no joking, probably a good 15 minutes.
15 minutes of sitting with his head forward,
Amazing.
letting him salivate onto the grass.
But do you reckon you could do that amount?
I would
Well,
never
we
do
never
it.
try.
Never
We
do
never
it.
try.
I'd
Never
never
try.
have that amount of time.
I tell you now, you will never see either of us sat there for no reason in the garden with our head forward and our mouth open, seeing how long we can create saliva.
Unless I've just come out of a coma.
yeah, or a gas attack.
Yeah.
No, I have a lot of. I'm sort of Goz Unlimited.
That's a great new dance duo. And please welcome to the stage. It's Goz Unlimited. Amazing. Didn't you have a little bit of problem in China with them all gozzing?
Goz Unlimited.
Oh God, I tell you, they're just spitting all the time over there. I don't know what it's all about. All the time, that noise of that continuously, everywhere you look.
That good sort of footballer ball of gob that they spit and it kind of flies a couple of. I can't do it. I've tried. I can never do it.
Yeah.
If I try and spit, it just dribbles down my shirt. I don't
That's
know why
amazing.
I can't do it.
That's amazing.
I've tried in the
What
past because
you
it used to
do-
be cool. I remember when I was a kid, you'd hang around outside the spa.
What you've got to do is you've got to sit in a chair in the garden, just put your head
Fucking
forward
practice,
and
yeah.
open your mouth and just let the it all comes out. And you'll probably get bored after about 15 minutes if you're a fucking moron.
I like when you're watching the football on TV and it just goes quiet for a moment. There's like a lull in the action, and you just hear that sort of plaintive horn.
Yeah.
Come on, England. Come on, England. I just find it's so kind of mournful. It's sort of, and it's just the fact that someone's taken the effort to take it. I don't know what instrument that is. Is it a trumpet or is it just? It never sounds as elegant as a trumpet.
I don't know. Maybe
Just some
it's-
kind of horn.
It's sort of it's reminiscent of like battle though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like there was you know, you had all the cannons and everyone. Then there was one bloke that just had to walk. One bloke that carried the flag.
But it's never triumphant. It's sort of, you imagine you would have it at the funeral of a great footballer.
Yeah. Echoing around the stadium.
It's just, it always makes me slightly depressed.
Although it is safer to be him in a football match than when you're walking into battle. Because if you're the fella with the flag, you're going, well, you're a walking target.
Yeah.
Everyone can see that.
Target practice,
And
yeah.
then they go, so, and even if it's dark, I go, I can't hear it, but I'll just shoot at the sound of that trumpet.
Yeah.
And no one likes the fucking trumpet.
No one wants to hear the
Hang
trumpet
on,
with
what's the
every
trumpet?
What?
What do you mean a trumpet into war?
Well, there used to be people that would, you know, carry an instrument that would, dun, 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 or, you know...
What, in a battle?
Yeah. Keep them marching up, keep the morale of the soldiers, bloke with the flag, bloke with the drum, bloke with the trumpet. I mean, think of this...
Ventriloquist?
The Scots Guard, yeah. Diversity. They'd be,
Yeah.
they'd be, Subo at the back.
Yeah.
Subo at the back,
I'll
just
put her
keep...
out the front.